We'll designate tomorrow, but if they got through, I haven't talked to them since after practice, but they were both put in the lineup as if they're going to be in tomorrow. There's no setbacks. Hopefully they will be, but we'll make the final decision in the morning.
The shot clock in some games throughout the year, last night was another example, has tilted heavily towards the opposition. How much attention are you paying to that? Is that an overall concern or something?
No, because you look at the guts of the game. LA's a team, they're just a volume shooting team. There's a big percentage of those shots, I wouldn't even call it scoring chances. They're not scoring chances. So everybody looks at it different. There's some of those, some teams shoot more than others. That wasn't, when I watched the game here today, wasn't a concern of mine.
Dave, the power play numbers speak for themselves, but just maybe a comment on the 5 players' ability to withstand the full 2 minutes and still be as effective as they are.
Well, what they do is they're in the zone an awful lot, which is, other than recovering pucks, there's not a lot of energy being used, so it allows them to play more in the more time, right? And especially the Draisaitl and McDavid and Clef a little bit. Now with Nuge out, we've rotated some other guys in there, in and out, and when Chiasson and Neil are there, they'll rotate in and out a little bit, a little more time. But when you spend that much time, and a lot of times it's not moving much, it's standing, it's allows them to stay out there. If they're not tired, why leave them out there? Percentages are pretty good when they're out there.
Is Larson's last game kind of an indication that he's getting up to speed, or is there process left to be done?
I think there's still process left, but it's a step in the right direction. We wanted to play a hard, heavy defending game and knew they were going to throw a lot of pucks around our net, so that's the kind of game we wanted out of them, and we got that. Him and Rusty were a pretty good pair together that last night, so hopefully it's a step in the right direction for him.
No Neil, no Clefbaum.
Yes.
Maintenance?
Yeah.
Patrick Russell, season high in ice time last night. Just what have you seen from him to kind of put him in those situations a bit more this season, or just as the season has progressed?
Just reliable player, real good reliable player. Does a lot of little things well. Strong on the wall, good forechecker, smart player. Just good, real good, 3-4 guy that we've used in some different situations, but just a real reliable guy.
Can you just talk about how much of a boost it is to get Kassian and Nuge back, especially Nuge, a lot more depth at center now?
Yeah, I mean, Nuge is significant because we need that depth at center, and he's a guy who just plays in all the situations and just smart in all the situations. He makes other players around him better, so that's allows us to put Draisaitl back with McDavid, and then with Kassian coming in allows us to put that line back together. So Cass's presence is a big presence for those guys, and Nuge coming in underneath will hopefully give us some depth there that we need. All right.